Right.
So,
Definitely.
so
Definitely.
can you give us a moment when you had to rely on that spiritual pillar, when that's really one of those things that you had to lean on heavy?
I definitely think I leaned in heavy when I found out that I could not bear children. And so that was as a woman, your identity tends to become an adult, at least being an adult, like your identity tends to be linked with bearing children and being able to reproduce. And so when that situation happened, um, I mean, it broke me because I just felt like I was less of a person or less, I could not have the effect in this world that, say, any other woman can have by being able to bear children and therefore like populate the earth, right? Um, but I think at the end of the day, number one, it was more common than I realized. Two, it was literally like a life or death situation. Had
Mhm.
to, you know, the doctor said there was, had you chose another option, you would not be sitting here right
Mm.
now. And so to constantly remind myself that, the choice had to be pretty much was made for you. And this is where you're at. And so to me, it just took me to a place of where I was just like, okay, what do I do now? I am like, let's see, this is 2012. So I'm 37 now. So that was like almost over 10 or 11 years ago. So I was 26 years old when this happened. And obviously, it's more than the prime of your adulthood, or at
Hmm.
least in the point where, quote unquote, you're trying to establish yourself. And so that was pretty painful for me.